Oh snap. Ledger Live will pause Ethereum services. Again, I'll repeat that. Ledger Live will pause Ethereum services directly on the app and also through the Discover sessions for as little time as possible. Time making sure that the network is stable, safe to use. They also said this was September 2nd. This is from Ledger.
Yeah.
Come again on September 5th. Crypto on Ramp MoonPay will continue operating throughout the merge. However, expect delivery delays if purchasing Ethereum or ERC2 tokens. ERC20 tokens.
Yeah.
Imagine how many ERC20 tokens are out there.
Yeah, I think that's all of them.
That's like majority of the entire crypto space.
Yeah. Almost all of them, yeah.
Basically, Ledger sent that message, Binance sent that message, KuCoin sent that message, name it, all the exchanges, Coinbase sent that message. Man, folks, are you ready for this? That is today's topic. Next week is gonna be one hell of a market.
Well,
in the crypto space.
It's very interesting. I just want to point this out, bro. There was one video we did last week when I said, listen, man, yes, they'll be doing the merge September 15th, but let's just go ahead and push that back to September 30th. And I predicted that for them, man. And I was like, they'll probably push it back. Okay. Let's look at this message that is sent here in Ledger as well. Okay, right here, the yellow one. It says the merge is currently scheduled to happen around Thursday, September 15th. However, the date might be subject to slight changes. You can track the merge here. So you see, when someone says the date might be subject to slight changes, it means that things are not 100%. So they need to keep the window open in case they need to escape. As always, man.
I mean, those of us that do IT, when we do network merges, database merges, we have to, do it on the weekend, when everybody's not on the network,
Listen,
give some time frame of,
it is
back
planned
to
ahead
operations.
of time. It is planned ahead of time. It's project management, right? You plan
Yes,
it,
sir.
you select the dates, you make sure that everybody has accomplished what they need to accomplish, and
Done
then
all
when
the
you get to that
testing.
time, you
Yeah.
go ahead and you deploy. Okay?
Yeah.
These guys have been at this shit for years. I don't know any project that takes that long, bro. And he's not talking 2 years, 3 years, bro.
Military-
It's been
military
many,
projects,
many
for sure.
years, bro. It's been donkey years, bro. And I can get it, man. I understand why they might be scared. Because
Hey, they're
nobody
moving from
knows.
proof of work to proof of stake. What do you think?
Okay. This one article here from Decrypt. Okay. This is where things are looking very shady. It says, in speaking with Decrypt, a number of Ethereum developers confirmed that the network's final shadow fork today was successfully deployed. Successfully deployed. Good. Then it says, no issues surfaced. Ethereum core developer Marius van der, whatever that is, a very long name, told Decrypt. Okay. Last week, during Bellatrix, a key pre-merge upgrade, the Ethereum network encountered hiccups when its miss block rate spiked by some 1700%. Miss block rate spiked by 1700%.
You make it sound small. Say 1,700.
Hey, 1,700%. Okay, imagine if Bitcoin was missing 1,700% block rates in literally just for 1 day. Okay, the miss block rate metric measures how frequently the Ethereum network fails to verify a block of transactions slated for validation. Typically, about 0.5% of blocks encounter this issue in the hours following the Bellatrix upgrade. That figure has surged to 9%. This is a paragraph that is just above another paragraph that said there was no issues that surfaced.
But that was the week before.
Is it not the same project? What is going on? Is this on the same article? They did not come back later on, okay? Now, look, man, Ethereum developers chalk up the STAKK to a lack of preparedness from a number of node operators
Well,
who had yet to update
Upgrade.
their clients to the proper merge ready software. So now they are going to throw the blame to the other people. It's like that one
it's
video
like
we
that,
saw.
man. Shit,
Yeah.
I do migrations all the time. There's always gonna be one stubborn customer or client
No.
or one division or office that has not done all the necessary work to get ready for the upgrade. You know, those kind of things.
Listen. But we're talking about a system that is supposed to be simplifying access to finance, and on top of that, decentralized. If you do not upgrade your Bitcoin node software, guess what? The application is backward compatible.
Yeah, and it
Have these
still
people not heard of backward compatibility? Even Xbox has backward compatibility. And your whole
Microsoft.
blockchain, like Ethereum doesn't have backward compatibility. So now you have to you have to wait for
backward compatibility from proof of stake to proof of work. You should not be able to do that. That would give open space.
No, this is what they said. They said this thing is happening. This snag is happening. They're chalking it up, so they're not even 100% sure. They're saying, it's probably because these guys have not upgraded. They're chalking up the snag to the lack of preparedness from a number of node operators who have yet to upgrade their clients to the proper merge ready software. This is centralization.
True. Yeah. If you look at it from that angle,
This
very,
is centralization, bro.
yes.
Like, this is not what blockchain technology and decentralization and Bitcoin were made out to be or set out to do. This is not what we're trying to solve. What are we talking about here? The people can only keep the story straight.
The biggest concern that I have is what's really the details of this upgrade or this merge. What's in it? Because the amount of banks and the involvement of the World Economic Forum in this merge is major. So what's in? What's in the code that people don't know about? And as you know, you just mentioned it. It's not centralized. So what are the details of this merge? Aside of moving from proof of work to proof of stake, what are the tracking applications or apps that are being added into the code for so-called decentralization?
I think you might as well say it's all of them, because guess what? Once you're back to proof of stake, okay, you're just back to the system we have right now. That's it.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's
except
nothing
for
that,
on the blockchain.
Listen, banks have been using blockchain, right?
Yep.
Before, like
Bitcoin,
everything just kind of like started blowing up.
Yep.
What was the whole thing with that? It was a centralized blockchain. They control everything on it.
Yep.
So really, you're just looking at a shiny web 2.
Yep.
So it's like, oh yeah, we're going over here. Look at that stuff over there, and then we're making a massive U-turn, right? And they keep telling like, yeah, look over there, look to the sky, and they're making a U-turn. Then when you put your head back down, you're heading back in the same direction, and you do not even know that you turn back around, man.
Yep.
I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. If you say it's decentralized, again, man, Bitcoin is the how do you say, the measuring stick. Okay. It does not matter whether you're running an old version of the Bitcoin node or whatever. Your node will validate the transactions. Period.
And the blocks. Yeah.
Because that is the biggest purpose of the thing. So if you cannot do that, well, it looks like we're just looking at a dollar store blockchain, which is fine.
Blockchain. Oh my goodness. But here's the challenge, though. I always keep comparing this back to what happened with the Windows, Unix, Linux operating system.
Yeah.
Whichever one gets the most promotion or gets the most biggest market adoption ends up winning. Unfortunately, Microsoft won, but Linux and Unix had a better opportunity, a better service to the people. And that is why we're doing what we're doing, is that you guys gotta understand Bitcoin, because you don't want Ethereum to win, because you'll be paying out of your nose to be on that system. You're not gonna get that cheaper service fee, whatever transaction fee they call it, man. It's not gonna happen. But on Bitcoin, with the Lightning Network, it's already microcents for your transactions.
The way I look at it, right? The way I look at it is that if you Bitcoin and this realm that we're in right now, right, ties in heavily to economic incentives. Okay,
Yeah.
so when you look at Microsoft and Linux, yes, they were operating systems, but at the time, especially, people did not understand that this, how much of
It's
an
gonna
impact it
change
would
the
have.
world. Yeah.
This one is money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and it is global, and the reason why we are where we are is because of greed and certain,
Colonization.
exactly, and the behaviors of elites towards the people. So if you're on Ethereum, which is supposed to be a decentralized blockchain, doing the same things, hopefully people will look at those unfair situations and go, no, we need to look for something else. This is crap, right? And guess where they end up?
Back
Bitcoin.
to Bitcoin.
So
what's
anything people
funny?
do is an advertisement to Bitcoin.
Bloomberg was trying to bring up Cardano. Was it yesterday when I was listening to the news? Like, oh, if the Ethereum market doesn't go well, some of the investors are trying to see if they can move their wealth into Cardano because it's more secure. Blah blah blah. Again,
Isn't that interesting? They will go each and every
cycle.
way except for except for Bitcoin.
Exactly.
They will do. They will say Cardano. They will go with Phantom. Whatever they can do, man. They will zigzag all the way through it, man. But they will just not mention Bitcoin, which is just sitting right there. That's how you know it's the ultimate, man.
Yeah, I mean, for developing countries, which you and I came from,
Yeah,
it's the liberation is the key
yeah,
to getting yourself detangled from this heavily controlled financial system that is just only focused towards the West. They call it the West,
Yeah.
and the rest of the world just gets to suffer for it.
Speaking of that, bro, it's totally off topic, but I think African leaders are in a very unique position right now to change the direction Africa is moving in. When you combine the situation in Russia right now and the fact that there is a whole organization, BRICS, and the fact that Europe, all of their colonizers are currently under pressure from Russia. Any African leader who does not see the opportunity, man, I don't know what to tell them, bro. They're just a slave.
Yep, still a slave.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. Ethereum merge is going to be happening between September 15th and another time. That's the determined. Another time to be determined, right? TBD. Put it on the calendar. Yeah. All right, double O, man. Let's wrap this one up, sir.
Hey, if you have not liked, subscribed, followed us, please go ahead and do that now, especially if you're enjoying us. We would like to do more. Leave your comments. We'll do videos about them. We've done that before.
I enjoy
Yes.
those. I like those.
Thank you. Today was awesome, though.
Hey, I'm liking it. Like I said, man, I'm looking younger and stuff, man. That's how you know I'm stress-free. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, brazen out.
Double O.